Boards actually came from Nashville, Tennessee, owned by Ingram Boards Company, 4727. Came through the wall, brought 25 feet of water in 12 minutes. So we were here, had to go from inside the house, get into the attic, thinking we're safe, and now we're not safe in the attic because the water's still rising. Kick a hole onto the roof, get onto the roof with 7 people, think like now we're safe, and the house lifted off its foundation and floated up the street with us on it.
The flood level you can see right here, which is significantly above my head. The force of the water was enough to take the house that was on this spot right where we're standing, picked up the entire house, rotated it 180 degrees, and carried it out into the street behind you 100 feet. And the only reason the house didn't go farther is because two enormous oak trees stopped it.
We moved in this house April the 12th of 1967 and lived here since. We had 7 people on the roof. 5 of us made it.
These were destined to fail.
We also had areas along the canals where we consider design failures, and there were 4 points. There was 1 here, 2 on the London Avenue Canal, and then 2 on the IH&C Canal, the canal that borders the 9th Ward. For a lot of the areas that you're familiar with, a lot of the inner cities, the system didn't do what it was supposed to do.
The levee broke when water was still 4 feet from the top of the wall, and 30 minutes later, this canal wall on the other side broke also.
So some of the engineering was outdated. The old flood walls were eye walls, and an eye wall is simply a wall that goes straight up and straight down. Today we have what we call T walls, and it's like an upside down T, so it has that ability to withstand the factor. Another component that we have today that we didn't have then is armoring. We armor the levees, we armor the flood walls.
The reason this canal wall was so poorly designed is the Army Corps of Engineers in the 1980s found that they needed to use steel, a lot of steel, when they built these levees. They were looking for ways to save money. So they conducted a test and unfortunately misinterpreted the results of their own test and determined they only needed to drive sheet piling down 17 feet instead of 50, as in 50. And during Hurricane Katrina, when water was still 4 feet from the top of the wall, they fell over on both sides.
I only stayed out of the city for about 30 days. I came back in October. In fact, really, I came back in September because my sons worked in the cleanup, so I wasn't gone from the city very long. Anybody who didn't get rescued that day spent 3 to 5 days with no food or water on their rooftops.